Hey man, I'm making this video just for you because I cannot for the life of me get these accounts to verify properly so that I can actually share them public and not private. I've been going back and forth with MyFxBook for pretty much all day trying to make it work. It's not working, so I figured let me just make this video. I'm going to start with actually a demo account so you can see some actual long-term data, and then we'll go back into live accounts so that you can see what real customers are actually getting. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the AI Pro test account. It's a demo account that I've been running pretty much just to test how things are going, and then once we figured out these are the right settings, we just pretty much just let it do its thing, right? So this is the growth. About 80%, pretty much since the top of the year. What most importantly, what I want you to see is the drawdown. Obviously, if you're asking me about MyFxBook, what you want to know is, hey, is this thing going to blow my account? And the answer is, honestly, it's up to you, right? With AI Pro, there are what's called multipliers that you can add on to your account. And all this stuff is explained inside of the program. But as you can see, the drawdown pretty much lives within a 5% range. We don't really go over 5% at the 1x multiplier, right? Except for about 7 different times where it happened, as you can obviously see. And then there was about 4 different times where it went above this 7.5% mark. So from the top of the year to now, if that's something that you can't handle being at, somewhere around 12%, then hey, this might not be for you. If it is something that you can handle, then great. This would be your pretty much the results that you would see as far as drawdown and as far as growth within the 1x multiplier. It's explained inside of the program what the multipliers are, but this is what you're looking at is a 1x multiplier, right? So now we get into some real accounts of actual results from people who are actually using the software. Here's a dude, Kenny. He pretty much started like 10 days ago. He opened his account on the 12th, but he didn't actually start getting a result until about 10 days ago. He's up about $100. He deposited 500, which for him is a 21% return in those 10 days. You say, oh, well, that's kind of crazy. 21% in 10 days. This guy's on track to make like 30-40% in a month. Yeah. The reason why is because he chose the appropriate multiplier for it. I'm going to move on to the next account. This person pretty much started around the same time, a little bit earlier. They're up about $300 with a deposit of $585, which again is, you're looking at a 47% return. But take a look at the drawdown. You see the drawdown is at 48%. Now, typically at a 1x multiplier, the growth that you would be looking at is anywhere from, I like to say 6 to 8% a month, but it really comes out to like 10, sometimes 12, right? But you have to consider the other side of the coin of it, which is the drawdown. Back here, we experience a 12% drawdown. If you were to put a 4x multiplier on that, then obviously you're going to experience that 48% drawdown, but you're going to experience the gains that come with that. Okay. Now, the reason why we recommend the brokers that we recommend is because they can handle these swings without you having to fear that you're going to blow up or anything like that. Next account, pretty much the same story. He's at a profit of 231 with a deposit of 579, 40% return. I know these balance amounts probably may not excite you. Here's a bigger account that is also pretty fresh on the scene with an $1,100 profit coming in at 5.5%. And again, this is just over a couple of weeks. I have another client here. This one has been around since around May. And again, same story, able to withstand the swings, equity growth, which is basically drawdown. Once you see it's negative, he took on 18% drawdown back in June. Then he took on the difference here, 30% drawdown back in just a couple days ago. but now he's up over 100% on his account. So this is typically what you're going to see at the 1x multiplier. Drawdowns are pretty much going to stay at that 5% range. If you put on a 3-4x multiplier, you're pretty much going to live around 15 to 20% drawdown. For the most part, that's where you're going to stay. If we receive a spike, then it'll spike up to around 40 to 50%, which is well within manageable ranges. It's well within a range that the brokerage that we recommend based on the leverage, it's able to withstand. If you're personally not comfortable with that, then just go to the lower multiplier. All of these guys, they enjoy staying at that 3-4x multiplier. If that's not something that you want to do, obviously you're going to suffer on the profit side of things, but you won't have that crazy drawdown. If that is your main concern, just stick to the 1, maybe a 2x multiplier, and you'll be fine. So that's the data that we have. That's pretty much what you're looking at. I wish I had more to show you, but it is pretty early in our development. Obviously, we're looking to grow. We're looking to bring on more traders so we can have, more data to share. So hey, if this makes sense to you, would love to see you inside. If not, appreciate the time. Talk soon.